Today we're going to be talking about Kipo in the Age of the Wonderbeasts. Post-apocalyptic Earth of the future where many animals and plants are much larger than usual, where the animals on the surface rule and dominate and the humans stay underground in these burrows in which they are just trying to survive. Created by DreamWorks Studios alongside Studio Mir, who you might also recognize, who has done animation for shows like Avatar: Legend of Korra, Voltron: Legendary Defenders, and even episodes on the Boondocks. They really stayed dedicated to how they wanted the art of the show to look and to feel. Their epic animation and the way they did with all their flashy colors and wonderful landscapes and throughout the series. Originally, the show was going to be animated by a different studio, but the creators were not happy with the way the art was being previewed and where Kipo and the others had more of a rounder shaped style. So they decided not to rush things until they found a studio that produced that style they were happy with. And that's when they stumbled upon Studio Mir. And they were like, yeah, let's do this thing. We're gonna be a great team together. Let's make some epic shit.
I'll help you get home. But once you're back, I'm out. No, thank you. No hugging. I knew you were a good person.
So, what's the show all about? Well, it's about this girl named Kipo, who has purple skin, and she lived in an underground haven where the humans took shelter to hide from all these crazy mutes, aka these creatures like massive bunnies, giant cats, dubstep bees, and even talking gangster frogs.
You played me! Actually, I'm impressed!
All of these and many more would be things that she and her friends would come across. Kipo in the show has a naive innocence to her, and that helps her to adapt to her situations a lot easier, and with whatever Kipo and her group would come across, they could face it together as a team.
I've got the perfect song. See, this right here is why you need experienced guys, okay?
Now, since she's not pressured to conform to the social norms, she can be her own person and create a lot more connections with all the mutants she comes across and try to find that common ground and maybe get them to team up with them from time to time. That way it really gives the writers a lot more flexibility, and that way they don't have to worry as much about how they can mesh Kipo's emotions into the variety of different encounters she comes across. She ends up teaming up with a small girl named Wolf, the lone wolf of the group who is skilled in hand-to-hand combat and sparring. She also meets up with Benson, this hip-hop teen who loves music and just trying to do his best to survive on the surface world. He brings alongside his main man, bug, named Dave, who in the course of one day goes through all the stages of the life cycle, and he starts off as a baby and he molts gradually into his final much stronger form. And you have Mandu, her pet four-eyed, six-legged blue pig. Since it is on Netflix, there are no boundaries that the show had to worry about crossing, becoming too real or too risque for younger viewers, and they could just go all out in this series and leave it all on the line. The show has a lot of great characters design and a ton of wonderful world building, and who knows how much they can expand on the universe in the future. With each episode, they take you to a new land that's ruled by a different species of animal, so I thought that was pretty cool. So much vibrant colors being used, with many teal greens, blues, and purples being all around the canvas, which are some of my favorite color combos, so I can really dig it. The best artistic pleasing scenes to me would be the night scenes. That to me is where the animation really shined and made a big impact on the viewing pleasure. Not to mention this show's amazing soundtrack, which all the songs were created specifically for this show and no generic stock music was used. All the songs are pretty great, but the best two songs from the series for me are Girl Like and Purple Jaguar Eye.
See the world in vivid color, there's no turning back.
The show only has 10 episodes so far for season 1, but season 2 I'm sure will be right around the corner and come a lot sooner than not and be aired on Netflix, hopefully before the end of this year, but we'll just have to wait and see. This is just a really awesome underrated show, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it and tell me, hey, what do you guys think of Kipo and the Age of the Wonderbeasts? Have you checked it out yet? Did you think it was good, bad, blah, or whatever? And don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Corey out. Peace.